One quick trade we took for today, Friday, for our Apex account micro challenges. We did a spread again, 3 lots by 3. The strength of, again, NASDAQ is up. RTY, Russell small cap is down after several days of big rally on and breakout of a range on Russell. So, again, moving to micro, we look for opportunity. Right now, again, looking at charts just like this can hurt you because these markets will converge, diverge. They'll diverge and converge in across each other, and there's different type of traders taking advantage of that situation. So, again, how are we going to do that is you're going to make it a synthetic composite, right? And obviously, we missed this whole big run because it's just too early. I'm trying to see where the market's going to go. Sometimes it just happens that way. That would have been a big, $500-600 winner for the day. And as soon as it pulls back, we could have just called it quits, unfortunately. But ATR does really good. The standard super trend it runs off an ATR. So I took this pullback here. And the calculator on TradingView is not as accurate. It's saying it would have been $100 here. Although I put the right contracts 3x3, it still doesn't count because it's on percentage, huh? See if I could change this to regular, if that changes the pricing. Still, I guess it doesn't. It's not as accurate, but we hit about a couple $100 per account, and it's pulling back again. Things can get weak and mean revert for a little while and reprice in that afternoon, probably be a huge rally. So again, you miss these runs sometime depending on the time you come in. If you're okay to take a couple of stop and grab these bigger legs over time, you're doing way better than most people. 3 lots did bring in, as I said, a couple $100 per account. Now, I'm going to mention that this account, I don't have an accountability partner, so every now and then I'll go and I have screwed up the balance on this. So this is pretty much almost back to the 25K balance because I went off and on a wild outright trading tangent and lost $700-800, almost blowing these out. So I'm avoiding the reset on them. This is one quick trade, so $6 commission each side here. That ended up being a total of $958.40 between the 5 accounts. The goal again here, as I said in the Micro Futures Challenge, is to pass this by a $1,500 profit, get into the PA accounts, pay the one-time fee of $140 each. So you're going to spend $700, so you never have to pay the monthly fees anymore to Apex, and then play our micro strategy. I'm liking the spread idea concept, being that's where my personality is. I got much more confidence and experience there. Trade that up to the first initial trailing balance plus an additional, so like 26,500 cushion. That can take however long it takes. There's going to be some days where if we can hold these, like if we looked at this day here on June 8th, just random days. You can hold these things and they're just continuous, quite continuous. You can grab $800-600 off these legs during the U.S. cash session. They're going to chop around a lot during Euro, but once that volume comes in, and actually this is European session here, they work out great. You just got to be really diligent on stopping yourself out, taking the profit, locking in when it's done, and when there's a continuation, take them. And as you see, this was like yesterday, just a ton of room to make money on these spreads, and then you can adjust your risk appetite. Hey, if you just want to start with singles, just do 1x1s and add 2s and add 3s as you go and progress. Right now I'm doing 3x3s. It works out okay. In other words, this little entry here up to this leg was $200. It was one trade. Okay. Now you see it pulling off into exactly what I thought I was going to do that second time coming in like that. Good thing we pulled that profit and try to keep it real simple, because what happens is, you hold some time at a greed when these markets get like this. And, you just gave up all that trade right now. Now you're risking to give up that $200 after with 5 accounts is $1,000, just like that. So we kind of knew it extends, breaks out. It's already, you see flattening of the super trend, which is using an ATR, which I love ATR. They're dynamic. And so just, again, can it continue later into the day? Of course. I don't want to be a part of it. It's Friday. We just got this account back up to its standard as if we just bought new ones, and we don't have to at least have the cost of that. maybe next week pull a couple $100 off a day. I got to go to Europe the week after, all the way through July 7th. What I'm thinking is, unfortunately, I'll pay one of the renewal fees on this subscription for Apex, and what will happen is I'll just continue it when I get back. It is what it is. Again, like I said, want to run this like a business. Here's where I ruined it, is sitting there sometime getting caught up with the other guys at another trading group I work with, and I thought, I'm getting some kind of edge with something else. It just overall is not for me. That trading outrights, too many stops. I don't like it. It's like a raging steroid coffee infested kind of business. This, guys, works really well. You can pick the spread the correct way, chart it the right way, and then just, trade it safely. You still got to trade it directionally, but it's just so much more smoother. And then how I do it, I just leg in. I just leg in these. I don't get fancy with them like back in the old days. I don't create any kind of special legs in a special trading platform. I just leg these ones in. These are day trades. Okay, if I'm going to do long-term swing spreads, then, calendars of like crude oil or grains, then, yeah, then you could do exchange, recognized, one-click entries, one-click exits and stuff. That's a whole different dynamic. This is a little bit of a hybrid for the guys that have been struggling with day trading. It's really a swing trade concept, but, intraday, on these little equities, they work, right? So just wanted to share that, and eventually what will happen is we'll eventually here past this micro challenge. Let's see if I can get that video. And this is another thing I look at, like 30 minutes into it. I like the markets to kind of do their thing. As you see, obviously, NASDAQ up. Russell buried down there in the bottom. VIX has been doing an anomaly, as you see, VIX has been acting funny. I'm not going to get into that topic. Bonds, we could have done a tut spread. Buy the 2s, sell the 10s. That would have been a good one. Possibly. Again, they move quick, and sometimes the pullbacks are hard on them. You just, don't want to get that FOMO feeling on them. But they're there. There's opportunities there right now, especially in the bonds. So I was going to show you guys one last thing here. Hang on. Yeah, if you go to yesterday's video, Thursday's video, same thing. It was like a couple $100 per spread. So we're just climbing back up from breaking a rule as a human. This micro futures challenge business plan here, if you watch this was the one that I break down on the whiteboard. Then I break down a spreadsheet on the chart deal. And I just explain really like how realistically we can try to get this micro futures challenge business plan with 5 micro accounts to potentially become 180 grand per year job business, pulling half out and then pulling the other half as an annual bonus kind of thing. So the whole way you're building cushions and stuff like this. It's a pretty unique plan. Several of my guys that I know are doing it currently. I'm doing it. It's just, again, when I get alone, sometimes it's like, gotta be careful that stick with the rules. You could really pass this challenge. I feel I'm gonna pass it. My deadline, especially with the whole quad witching stuff next Friday, and then I got to get out of town by the 20th. I just, I'd have to catch a couple of big ones here next week to get even close to passing. So I'm not going to gamble like that. I might just wait till I get back and then wrap her up. And again, as I say in this plan here, it takes a bit to build that first initial trailing drawdown, cap that off, and then double that. And then every 2 weeks after that, whatever you pull as weekly or every 2 weeks profit, just take half out. And then it just builds up. You're building the account up. So it's a really nice video. You guys need to check it out. It'll help you guys, a lot of people out, So that's about it, guys. Again, have a good weekend. And that is the trade for the day. We see this thing selling off. So as you see, let's go pull up the other chart here. I want to, sure enough, good thing we pulled that. That was a nice little pullback. Second, third time retest down, you're going to definitely have some mean reverting kind of a behavior because the outrights, that's what they're doing. Also, remember, you got traders that are playing the other way around. They're looking for convergence into the divergence. Really what I see here is happening is just possible profit taking. If we go here to the profile charts real quick. a little bit of profit taken here. You had a big move up in the morning on NASDAQ, making its way towards upper, gamma levels, but really tested off the earlier week highs. Definitely probably just have maybe a mean reverting day, a complete reversal. I don't know. This is where I prefer not to be the expert in overall what's going on. Let's look at RTY, real close to a vol trigger down here, but probably won't hit it. We had these big moves on Russell, so you got to expect some profit taking an end or sideways action after big rally days. Exactly why our spread is working out so good, because it's gotten weaker after all that momentum, right? And NASDAQ picks back up based on whatever it wants to base it on. I don't care, Tesla, this, that. I just look at what's stronger versus weaker, build it out as a composite every day, same old thing, and then try and see if we can get in on the action on that. I mean, this is just a drastic move down. If you're just holding and just don't mark it out on these things off your dome, you're in trouble. Could you always go the other way? Of course you can, because what these spreads do, again, is directionally, they really hold themselves well. Now, all this could end up being, again, is profit-taking pullback. When it turns back green, I would expect a continuation more to the upside end of Friday. There's different dynamics in the market, different kind of players and all that. All we got to worry about is what we see here on the chart, and then just manage your trade from there. Just really manage it hard. Know why you're doing this. Don't forget why you're doing this. And then what will happen is, over time, your account will take care of you for you taking care of it, right? So, pretty fast move here. I'll finish this video off, and you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you here next week. We'll continue doing the same process. You use micros doing them, so you're going to avoid a lot of that nasty meanies, risk, and then this way you can try to most likely survive these funded trader challenges. Any questions, whatever, comments, as post down here below. Subscribe, like, and all that good old algorithm stuff for YouTube, so that they will let me know that, hey, these folks like this content, keep it up, make more for them. They like watching this stuff. Okay, thanks guys, bye.